So I just wanted to jump on and give you some good news that I've just had for a client of mine. So this was a landlord who had received a no deposit protection claim letter from one of these no win, no fee solicitors, demanding £4,450 for non-protection of a tenant's deposit. Now, this was broken down by the solicitor as two breaches, so the first original tenancy and then a statutory periodic tenancy coming after the fixed term ended. Now, what I usually find with these no win, no fee solicitors is although they may be solicitors, they actually have no knowledge at all of the deposit protection regulations. Even though it is a small piece of legislation, it has quite a lot of associated case law and it can get a bit complex. These no win, no fee solicitors aren't very good at that. So first thing I do is actually establish there wasn't a statutory periodic tenancy, so there wasn't two breaches, there was actually only one, and they'd also breached quite a lot of the civil procedure rules in regards to their processes. So obviously I let them know that information in quite a long detailed letter. I was then told that they couldn't speak to me because I'm not a solicitor and I don't have right of audience. I then had to educate them to tell them that I don't need right of audience until we get to court in front of a judge, and at the moment we were at pre-litigation. So that was back in December. So it's now the 19th of February and I have just received a response from the said solicitors firm. They have rejected our last offer, and our last offer was because there was a breach of the deposit protection regulations. The landlord didn't protect the deposit. We offered to return the deposit in full, and we offered to pay some towards the solicitor's fees, so £1,290 in total. They've come back and rejected that offer, unfortunately. However, they have come back with a counter offer, which is, the norm, and that counter offer is for £690. So basically they're just asking for the return of the deposit, and it looks like they're waiving their own fees. So we've accepted that offer with immediate effect in full and final settlement of the claim. So it's great news for my client who, absolutely did breach the deposit protection rules, and I'm not here to get anybody off the hook, but I am here to make sure that the right penalty is applied. And ultimately, if this landlord had paid the £4,450 demanded, it wasn't actually legally due because there was only one breach. And 3 times the deposit protection is actually only for the worst cases and really not for someone who just made an error or the admin just wasn't right. So I'm really pleased for the outcome of this client. And if you've received a no win, no fee solicitor's letter or a demand because you've not protected the deposit correctly, please don't respond to them. Get in touch with me and I will first of all make sure they've got a claim, because a lot of the time they don't, and I will then do my best to get the claim as low as it reasonably should be. So great outcome from my client, 4,450 down to 690. Great outcome.